He has just announced the Amazon phone. We are getting word from inside the event. So Brad Stone here, author of the Everything Store, a book about Amazon. It is official.
Yep.
They've released a phone.
Not a huge surprise. Now, by the way, what I love about that graphic, very Amazon-like. There are no actual numbers on the X or Y axis.
But it's going up. It's going in the right direction.
Graphic. Amazon should patent that. But the point is a good one. Prime is doing hugely well, and Prime members are loyal. They buy about twice the amount of non-Prime members. That's, I think, why we're going to see this phone integrated very tightly with Amazon Prime.
Gorilla Glass 3 with a rubber frame, Brad. How much? I mean, they've been working on this since 2009. How much thought has gone into all of the smallest of details?
Well, you know, as we talked about yesterday, Jeff distributed a book called Mr. Pine's Purple House, which talks about being the one purple house on a block full of white houses. It took a long time because they were on this journey for something that would differentiate the Amazon phone, that would make it stand apart. You know, features like Gorilla Glass, that's standard, the Qualcomm chip, standard.
4.7-inch screen.
That's right.
The perfect size for one-handed use.
Yeah, very, very standard, but what's different is going to be that 3D display that we talked about.
Corey, now we know some of the details. 4.7-inch screen. It is official. A phone is revealed. You know, what's your take on the initial details?
You know, they're calling it the Fire phone. I would have liked some Amazon-like humor. They should have at least spelled fire with a PH, but no such luck. You know, fundamentally, I think we're going to still wait and hear about pricing and what that means and the ways that Amazon's shopping service is integrated into the phone and what that user interface might look like different. Prime users, you know, the old line, the rich are different than us. They have money. Well, Prime users are different than regular users, and they might have a different use case. And so the phone shopping experience for the Prime user could be very different if they chose to make that available to users and design around that functionality or that different demographic, if you will. We'll see what they tell us about that user experience, and pricing, I think, is going to be a key announcement here.
Prime certainly seems to be integral to the experience. I want to bring in our senior West Coast correspondent, John Ehrlichman. You've been digging into how important Prime is to Amazon's business, John. Just how important is it?
Well, Jeff Bezos spent some time initially talking about as they rolled out more video. People can, you know, obviously watch a lot of film and TV through Prime, that's one of the reasons why Prime was more adopted, more people signing up for it. So to Corey's point on pricing, you know, having that to offer and whether or not a carrier plays a role in, you know, subsidizing the data that goes into actually watching film and TV on your phones, I think it's a really important point.
13-megapixel rear camera on the back, Brad. The details coming out. What are you thinking on price?
No, we don't know. But you know, the benchmarks are, you know, the iPhone 4S subsidized, $200. So you know, they've got to do a lot of work to make that phone competitive.